highest. There you go. Correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can put him on YouTube.
That makes sense. Because you're right.
I've been asked a lot of times over the last few years how to determine what ounce bat I swing. Now what you need to do is go down and buy one of these. It's a bat speed tester. It actually does golf clubs too. But hook this up on your fence. I actually got mine on a little tripod. Now you can buy these things on eBay or Craigslist. What I do is I hook it up on the fence and I'll take my game bat, starting off with the lightest weight that I have, 26 ounce, and I'll swing it and I'll get my number. Now when I go up to the 27, I want to stay within 5 miles an hour, guys. If I drop below 5 miles an hour, I'm going to lose distance. And if I get within that range of miles per hour, I'll go up to a 28. Now, I know you can't go out and buy all these bats, so find somebody that's got the same bat that you do, get you a tester and test it. What I do is, I have this with me all the time. If you guys want to test your swing speed, come up and ask me, you can borrow it. So that's how I do it, guys. Stay within 5 miles an hour, keep moving up. If you go below 5 miles an hour, stay with the lowest weight, guys. Thanks. I want to show you guys something that a fast pitch coach turned me on to about 1.5 years ago. This is my iPhone, and it's an app that you can put on your iPhone. It's called Coach's Eye. And you can see, videotape Billy, and you can actually analyze your swing, which I love doing. That's how come I videotape a lot of my stuff. This is Billy swinging. And basically you just videotape yourself on it, and you can look, it goes in slow motion, but it's an app that you put on your phone, guys. I think everybody that cares about their swing needs to get this and put it on your phone. And here's the reason why, guys. You know, you can always talk about, hey, you know, what's wrong with my swing to a lot of people, but they really can't tell you as much as you can if you videotape it. So go, it's an app that you put on your smartphone. It's called Coach's Eye, and get it put on your phone and then videotape yourself swinging. It will greatly, in my opinion, improve your hitting on whatever you want to do. And over here to the right, you guys can see it. It's got where you can draw lines and stuff like that. I really don't use too much of that. But what I do is, you can see Billy hitting there. What I do is I do this a lot. I look at my swing and I videotape my swing a lot to see if I have any flaws in it. So I highly recommend, guys, Coach's Eye. Get it put on your smartphone and then use it when you go take BP. Have somebody just videotape yourself doing it. Thanks, guys. Let me talk to you guys a little bit about handle grips on bats. Reebok's probably got the smallest one out there on a Reebok on a grip. The thickest one that I've felt is actually, I just did a review on this bat, the DeMarini, called the One. It's got a pretty big grip on it, pretty big handle on it. The Miken Ultra, the new one that just came out, I'm fixing to do a review on this one too. The grip's not bad. It's not as thin as the Reebok, but it's not bad. It's a lot better than the DeMarini. One thing, I don't know if you guys understand this or not, but you can get a little bit more bat speed out of your bats if you go with a real thin grip. I only put one wrap on my bat. That way I get the thinnest grip I can. It's a little something I learned back in high school baseball days, was if you got a thin handle, you can get a little bit more bat speed out of your bat. So thinking you guys want to do that out there, want to get some distance, get a little bit more bat speed on your bat, just go with a thin grip, not a thick grip. And I got small hands too, so it helps me out quite a lot. A lot of you guys ask, how do I know my pitch count on the bats that I break in, or when I break them at when I go out and hit batting practice? There's 75 balls in there, and that's actually 75 girls' balls for my wife when she hits. It's not very hard to count them down and count how many balls I hit. I hit 75 per round, and then I do the calculations that way. I hear a lot of you guys on the videos talk about how do I know my exact count on how many swings I took. Now that's how I do it. Know how many balls I hit in BP. Oh, and nothing too. I'm just going to grab any ball in here. I don't hit hot balls. 44 core, 375 compression balls is what I hit. A lot of you guys doing them damn videos on YouTube, when you're swinging bats, hit a shitty ball. You guys are hitting them hot balls. So here's another one too. That's all I hit. 375 compression, 44 core. You're not going to find one in here that's over 375 compression, 44 core. Them guys are hitting hot ass balls on your YouTube channels. Try to make the ball go further. That's funny. But that's how I get my hit count on my softballs. Know how many's in my bag, and my wife knows how many's in hers, so that's how we do it. Show you guys the number one thing to eat while playing softball. Number one thing to eat. Let me talk to you guys about why I use bands, and I think everybody that plays softball and has a workout routine needs to. This is my band that I have right here. I actually bought this Dick Sports, and I'm going to show you how to put it on your bench where it's going to help you. I just slide one in on one side. I got a 75-pound weight down here at the bottom. I slide it through it. Come around here, pull it tight, and just slip on the end of the bar. Now, whenever you guys do any kind of bench, what you want to have is you want to have more resistance at your lockout. And I'll try to explain that right here. Whenever you guys play softball, and you want to actually generate a lot of bat speed. The way you're going to generate a lot of bat speed is if you pick up speed through your swing. Now, if you think about it, whenever you guys swing a softball bat and you get out to here, that's going to be your lockout, okay? So it kind of makes sense that if you got any kind of workout routine, you're going to want to have resistance at your lockout. So when this actually will help you generate a lot more bat speed if you use bands or even if you use chains. I haven't used chains in a while. All I use is bands right now. They come in any kind of tension. You can get better tension on this one. On this one, the green one that I have right now, at my lockout, it kind of adds 40 pounds to my max at the top. So at the bottom, I don't have that much resistance, but at my lockout, I'll have about 40 pounds. Now, what this is going to do on this workout routine, it's actually going to give me more strength at my lockout. Now, think about it, guys. When you play softball and you're swinging a softball bat, you want that lockout strength to generate more bat speed. So anybody out there's got a workout routine on softball, add bands to it. It'll actually increase your distance, increase your power when hitting a softball. Could put a little bit more pop on your bat. Out there's got a workout routine needs to have one of these. It's a journal that I write down all the weights in it that I'm going to push for my cycle. You got to keep track on everything. You got to set goals. You got to keep track on all the weight you're going to do. If you're just going to the gym and flying by the seat of your pants, you're not going to see any progress. You're not going to remember the weight that you pushed 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. So write it down. Everything that you do in the gym, write it down and have a goal and have a set plan that you're going to do whenever you go into the gym. Write everything down. Okay, guys, I'm answering an email that was sent to me. What if you didn't have gym membership or didn't have a lot of weights? What are the exercises that you can do to increase your distance or to increase on how hard you hit the ball? The main one, well, two of the main ones that I actually would recommend you guys doing is a bench. It works so many muscles that actually helps your softball. So do a closed grip bench is the first one that I would do because it works your back too and your lats and your upper shoulders, your traps in the back, which actually helps softball. And the next one, if you guys can possibly get a hold of, is a bar and some weights to do deadlifts. Deadlifts is really good for softball. So those are the two things. And you can even do deadlifts with dumbbells. Actually, I bought these dumbbells from Craigslist. I bought most of this stuff from Craigslist. You can get stuff really cheap on Craigslist, wherever they're, if they're in your town or whatever. But a lot of this stuff, I even got the bench right there. That's an Olympic bench. So a lot of the Olympic weights I got on Craigslist. So the two exercises, one is the bench which works a lot of the tries, do close grip, and then deadlifts. Those are the two. Okay, guys, I want to talk to you guys about pitching, BP pitching. If you guys go and look it up, I am in the Senior Softball Hall of Fame for BP pitching. I'm in the USSSA Hall of Fame for BP pitching, and I actually got a few plaques, I got a few rings. I'm in the ASA Hall of Fame for BP pitching. If I could pitch to myself, I wouldn't make a freaking out, because I am probably one of the best BP pitchers in the nation. I joke with Billy, and the other day I was joking with him about I made Billy, you know, because back in my 20s and my 30s, I actually pitched to Billy all the time, and I joke with, because nobody can pitch to me. I mean, I get guys that come out, I don't care who you are. I never had anybody that could pitch BP like I do. A lot of guys would joke around and say, shit, if you can pitch to yourself, you wouldn't make an out in tournaments. And that's the truth, which goes to show that, guys, you got, when you play any kind of ball, even kids ball, senior ball, you've got to have a good BP pitcher that's going to pitch a high enough arc, not get nothing crazy or throw anything flat, but you got to get the arc clipping in there, and you've got to throw consistent strikes every time, because when you're hitting, you get in a groove. You know, you can't pitch 1 out of every 3 balls being a strike, because you're actually taking BP for shit. It's for nothing. You actually gotta have a good BP pitcher out there. There is not a lot in senior ball pitchers out there that can pitch consistent BP. But so that's one of the things I advise a lot of guys is seniors out there, even the kids too. You've got to have a really good BP pitcher, a guy that's going to pitch consistent strikes every time, because when you're hitting, you kind of get in a groove, and it's a lot easier than to sit there and watch 1 every 2, 1 every 3, 1 every 4, or with you have people pitching to me 1 every like 8 freaking pitches that I get. I don't know if you guys it's funny, because if you look at my videos, it's got a picture of me swinging good, and then all of a sudden you'll see where it's clipped, and then you'll see another picture of me swinging good, and then it's clipped. Never do you see 5 or 6 swings where it's just consistent me hitting good, because I have nobody can actually pitch to me a strike every time. So when you guys watch my videos and see me hit, you'll wonder why is it just clipped out all the time, because that's 1 out of every 4 pitches I get. I'm not ripping on my guys, but y'all guys can't pitch worth a shit. Well, I am ripping on them, but that's how come in my videos you see them all cut out, because I'm piecing shit together. But a lot of times you see in Billy's, when I'm pitching to Billy, he'll hit 4 or 5 times in a row, you know, because I'm throwing them right in there. But it's funny, and anybody else too, you can kind of, excuse me, you can kind of see that, you know, I'm laying them in there, and you'll see the consistent hitting that they do. But guys, if you're out there, you know, you always look for that one guy that's a damn good BP pitcher, and invite him out, and it'll actually make your game a lot better when you're going to tournaments and stuff like that. So that's one of the tips I wanted to give you guys today, and I'm gonna do a lot of other videos like this too, just talk about little different things seniors can do to actually help their game. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about something that I've preached to a lot of people throughout the years and I'm kind of going to prove something here. What I've said for the last few years is true, and I have a lot of guys come up to me, not only seniors, but I have a lot of kids come up to me and ask me, what do they do when I get tired on Sunday? Do I drop an ounce? Or do I drop? And I've had a lot of guys come up to me and tell me this is what I do. I swing a 27 on Saturday, and then I drop an ounce and go to a 26. Same bat, same manufacturer, and I'll drop down. And I tell them, don't do that. You know, don't because it's going to screw your swing up. And well, I don't understand, because you just drop, you taking that weight. No, that's what I'm trying to explain to them, that your body has a muscle memory, and they need to stay as close to that same weighted bat as you can, because if you drop an ounce, this is what I try telling them. If you have to drop an ounce, you shouldn't have to. If you have to drop an ounce, then you're swinging way too heavy of a bat. You need to stay with the 26 and swing it the whole tournament. You'll find out you're generating more bat speed on Saturday, but you're not lagging in bat speed on Sunday if you go to a lighter bat. And a lot of you guys out there, and I've seen you do this, and you hit like shit when you grab the 26, and you don't understand.
And I try to preach to people and tell them the bats are weighted different. Every bat manufacturer weighs their bat differently or takes ounces. A lot of you guys think they take ounces out of the end. They don't automatically take an ounce out of the end or half an ounce out of the end to make it a lighter bat. They take that ounce, they try to find that where they can take that ounce out of that whole bat. It could be the knob, could be the handle, it could be the middle of the bat, could be the end of the bat. So you guys gotta understand that. So when you drop an ounce of the same bat, and I'm gonna prove it in this video, if you drop an ounce in the same bat and you start to swing in a lighter bat, where do you think they took that weight out of? If they took it out of the hands, then your swing's gonna be all screwed up. But in your mind, you're thinking that they just took it out of the end. It doesn't work that way. So I preach these guys, don't. If you have to drop an ounce, stay with the lighter bat, just swing it all the time. It's either, and if you guys drop an ounce, if you're swinging at 20, there's a lot of factors that could go in with this. For one, you should be swinging a lighter bat. Another thing too, you're either not hydrating yourself, you're not eating right, you're not getting enough sleep. And with us seniors, you have to have all that. It's like a perfect formula. When you're over the age of 50 and you start playing senior ball, it's a formula that you have to, you can get away with shit when you're in your 20s and 30s, guys. You can't do that shit when you're in your 50s, 60s, and 70s. You actually have to have everything combined that goes together. Hydrating, food, carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates. You've got to consume enough protein. You got to get enough sleep. If you don't do all that shit, you got to not drink. If you do all that shit, those other things, you're going to be strong throughout the tournament. And if you're still having trouble swinging that 27 on Sunday, you know, when you've got a couple of games underneath your belt, then you need to stay with a lighter bat and swing it all the time. Don't drop down. Watch this little video.
Okay guys, what I have here is 27, 26 Adidas, and then I've got a 27 and a 26 Dudley, and I'm gonna let you guys know the weights on these bats and the swinging weight on the bat. First, the 27 Adidas bat. Wow. Be nice if I turned it on. .6, 16.9, 9.6, 26 ounce Adidas, 25.8, 16.6, 8.9, Dudley 27 ounce, 26.6, 16.8, 9.6, 26 ounce, 25.6, 16.6, 8.9. Now, if you guys were watching, the one thing that I did see is when you drop down an ounce, the handle weight changed. So if you guys think that you can drop down an ounce from a 27 to a 26 and the bat swing the same, you're wrong. The bat, and I've said this for years, the bat does not swing the same when you drop an ounce. You guys are thinking that you're getting tired and you're going to drop an ounce, but when you think you're going to take away from the end weight, you're not. You're taking away the handle weight, which actually changes the whole swinging weight of the bat. So you're going to suck on Sunday if you guys are doing this. And that's the reason I tell you guys, if you are having to drop an ounce, it means that your bat is way too heavy for you, and just swing a lighter bat and run it Saturday and Sunday, because it's going to mess your swing up whenever you start changing shit up and start changing bats. A lot of you guys think that if you drop an ounce, it's the same bat, but no, they got to take that weight out of somewhere whenever they drop an ounce. And all these bat manufacturers do this. They've got to take that weight out of somewhere. It's not necessarily at the end of the bat. So it could be in the hands, the handle,
and the end. So you're getting a totally different bat whenever you drop down an ounce, is what I'm trying to say. So don't do it. If you guys have to, if you guys out there are doing this, just stay with a lighter bat and swing it faster on Saturday and fast on Sunday.